Alright, so draft inducer motor comes on. Right now we're getting a regular heartbeat, so that's all. Alright, so we hear the hum of the motor, but it just does have kind of a nice little sound to it though too. Alright, and another thing to note is that capacitor was changed back in 2018, so it's been a while. So it's probably definitely worn out by now, so we're going to pull that, test it, replace it, see if it kicks on stronger than that, because we heard that slight pause in it. Alright, so it ran for a while, now it's humming. Those are the windings that are failing in the motor, so we are going to replace it. Alright, so we unscrewed this off the blower assembly. We've taken the two screws out here that bring it out, and now we're bringing it out. Not too bad for the removal. Visually it doesn't look bad, but somehow it's a problem. We heard it, we watched it. It's not rubbing against the frame either. I didn't. Alright, so here we are. We've taken the motor mounts out, which go here and then they go into there. And slid the motor out of the fan assembly. The only thing I got left is this little ground that was here. We're going to get that off real quick. Okay, it's the ground wire, and now we have the motor. Alright, so let's get to the new motor here. Check it out. Alright, there it is. Alright. Okay, so we've got different connectors. So what we're going to have to do, I'm going to have to grab some connectors. They don't have the same type here. Looks like they've wired it a little. Did it with the wire ties. So these I'm going to have to modify a little bit. They're not exactly the same. All we got to do is get the wiring for it. The colors should be the same. Let me make sure there's no alterations there, but I don't think there should be any changes on that. Let's make sure though. Sometimes they do change the colors, but they don't get the exact motor. It'll be compatible, but not necessarily the same make. They're only using black, red, and went blue, orange. But what I can do, I think I don't need to do any of this actually, because I can just connect it straight to the board. I can bypass all this connector stuff, I believe, as long as there's room. I better check the length of the wire. If I can just go right to the board, but let me make sure there's enough space, because they may have did this because there wasn't enough room to get there. But I don't see why there shouldn't be enough room. No. Might not be.
Oh, you got like 14 minutes. Or an hour. I'm sorry, an hour.
I got me an hour? All right, great. Okay, I'm glad you showed me that because I guess I didn't even know that about my thing, that it does that. All right, so we're going to put we just put the hot on. Now we're putting the neutral in. All right. And then the other wires that they're using for this furnace are, this is for the rounds of the capacitor, of course. The only other two they're using are the, which would look like the red and blue for this one, which red and blue, red and blue, red and blue, red is low, blue is medium, low, orange is medium, high. So let me look. For this one, they got low, medium. They don't have a medium high on this one. So this is a different lineup. So let me just see on the board here what they have it to. So they have, okay, so they got the, I don't know. I don't understand the marking for that one. Usually they're well marked and they have all little prongs on these boards. For them to put it right on the relay is weird. That's not common. Interesting. Yeah, and I don't have the schematic for this one, so I don't know how it goes. Should have went. I wonder if that's wrong or not. Interesting. Okay, let me see that video again. Or let me see that. Alright, so we figured out by the schematic here, the right wiring, because these were two different motors with different features. This has more speeds than this one. But the correct way to do it is here on this schematic. And so I follow the exact color alignment for it. Whereas this wasn't even really wired correctly. Could have contributed to it frying. That is something to note. But now, as you see here, following the schematic, here we have the red goes to M2 right there. The blue goes to M1. M1. Black goes to the cool right there. Orange goes to heat right there. So that is, and the neutral goes to the neutral bar. So that's it. And then of course, all the wires are now connected. All we got to do is do the two caps wires and the ground. It's ready to go. So this is now done. And we have a full wiring in all the right places according to what it requires for that board. So that is correct. And yep. That's correct. All right, so we did use that. That worked. Good job. All right, so now let's go ahead and put the mount on. Let's get it back in. And just pause that for a minute. Area where they go, but it's getting it in the right place is the hard part now. So, all right, here we go. That's why I don't like this style. There's another style of mount where it's one whole piece and you just pop, goes right on. Easy. These are, this design, I hate this design here. It's really hard to hold everything. And get it all to line up right. Yeah, sucks. We're gonna have to try to adjust it a little bit. I don't want to tighten it all the way just yet. Just to see. Okay. Alright, so. Okay. Oop, slipped on me. Okay, let me check it again. Okay. Alright, looks like everything's now in there. These suck. Wow, these suck big time. I just do not want to. Next time I buy a motor, I want to get the right. I want to get the other mount. Tell them give me the other mount to go with this. Get rid of this one. Uh-oh. As far as I can go. Alright. That's why I hate these. It's like they wiggle and stuff. It's just, it'll lock down, but still. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to make sure is this is that should have come down just a little bit more. Might be a little high. Okay, I think I need to drop that a little bit more yet. A little bit high on that. It's a little deeper than my nut allows for, huh? Shoot. Yeah. This whole system here sucks. I think I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. I think right about there. where we want it. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. Okay. Now, put these mounts back in. Line them all up. A little hand turn. Okay. We need, I believe it was this one. I don't like this style. Not the best. Okay. Now let's come around the other way. Get this back. Okay, now I have to lift that up just enough where it lines up with that. All right. Yeah, where it spins without hitting anything. All right, oh, right about. See if I can hand turn that first. Oh, whoops, I didn't tighten it yet, but I just, whoops. Let's try that again. All right, let's tighten it up good. Okay, spins freely. Give it another good tightening as well. All right, pretty good. Cool. All right, only thing we had left to do on this was that ground wire. Put that back on. I think it was just any one of these. They were all the same size. I'm just trying to see where it was. Right here. Yeah. And then no, it's yeah. These are all the same at this point for the other rest of the screws, except for. So I need this one again. And that just grounds to the frame. Oops. Alright. Sweet. Alright, we are now ready Put this back in. This is a little heavy. All right, here we go. All right, so we got a nice heartbeat, letting us know everything's checking out so far. Rapid diesel came on. There goes the igniter. Boom, got laid. Now this burn over here is kind of dirty. You see all the orange flame there? But I kind of cleaned it up a little bit, but they're a little dirty. They can be cleaned out. You got all that orange. For sure. All right, well now we're waiting on the blower. There we go. Kick right on real fast, real nice. No more of that in the sound anymore. Smooth sound. Oh, there we go. That sounds like a perfect brand new furnace. It was like, it came right on fast. Didn't have no problem at all. That's it. Still got the green heartbeat, saying everything checks. It's happy with everything. Only thing I would note is the burners probably could be cleaned out. Got a little bit of dirt in them. Got a little bit of a side flame here coming off that burner. Cleaning this good, blowing it out, vacuuming would help. And then just got a lot of dust in it. Draft diffuser, get that cleaned out. Other than that, sounds marvelous. Your filters clean, that's important too, to always change them. One final thing to note here is they wired it wrong. It made orange blue, as you can see, and that's not the right wires to go to the right place on that board. So that could have contributed to the motor frying. They did some other wiring things wrong, like back here. So not even done correctly, but now as you can see, everything's wired right. And I wired directly to the board. I didn't do all this type of stuff here, connecting it, making extensions. No extensions needed, it's right there. So we're good to go. It's got a new capacitor as well. This one rated a little low, but it wasn't too bad, but still, might as well put a brand new one in. This goes in perfectly. There we go, we got a great working furnace. Still running great.